What was it like off camera?
With Jonathan?
Yeah. Jonathan Harris, who played Dr. Zachary Smith.
Jonathan and I get along very well. He's a wonderful man. He worked very hard in the part. We had a lot of laughs, and we still do when we get together. We share memories, and we really have a good time. On the show, though, when I was doing the show, my friendship was with Billy Mooney, because I like to do practical jokes. And Billy Mooney, being a child, I figured if I did something that was funny, you know, and I shouldn't have done, I wouldn't get in trouble unless Billy got in trouble, and they can't get him in trouble because he's only 12 years old, you know? So Billy and I used to have some fun doing things, practical jokes on the cast, and especially this guy. We locked him in here one day, and he couldn't get out. He was smoking a cigar inside the robot. We locked him in. We all went to lunch.
No,
and there was a guy in there.
You locked him in?
We locked him in. We told the prop guys that were supposed to get him out. I said, go to lunch. He's going to come to lunch with us. And we locked him, and he couldn't get out. He can't get out without somebody doing it. So he's in there smoking a cigar. We came back from lunch, and it's exploding. The whole thing's on fire, and the smoke's coming up, and he was so sick. And we undid it, and I let him out, and Bob May, who was inside the robot, got his head up, and he said, oh, God, Mark, thank you. Just saved my life. I said, yeah, Bob, anytime.
Yeah, and he never knew. And he never knew.
He knows now.
Whoa. Now, when you look back at the whole experience, you finished Lost in Space, you've been in more than 500 other television shows, you went to Broadway, worked with the likes of Liza Minnelli.
Right.
Did you enjoy the Broadway experience?
I loved it. That was one of my greatest experiences working that year with Liza Minnelli. It was directed by Martin Scorsese. Then after that, I did One Life to Live. I did General Hospital, and it was interesting because your previous guest, he was saying the things that I believe in a lot, even though I don't follow that, you know, to the rule.
Dr. Deepak Chopra.
But I followed my own bliss. And I became a teacher. After, when I was 55, I went back to college, got my master's in education. I work with kids with behavioral problems, damaged kids back in Massachusetts. And so I made a choice, and hopefully that choice is going to impact others. But just like he was talking about, yeah.
Well, so you became a teacher. Is that
teacher.
what you spend most of your time now doing?
All my time. Except I get away, you know, for something like this because I'm doing the movie.
So you didn't want to follow that Hollywood experience. How do you look back at that Hollywood experience
Hollywood
now?
experience was great. I did it for 32 years. But I just felt that, you know, going through, you know, my last 20 or 30 years of my life, I just figured that I wanted to do something that would maybe impact some young people, because I really believe in young people.
Because you were very friendly with people like Aaron Spelling.
He was producer of my first show,
because, you know, a lot of people come out of that and feel as if their careers have been stifled and, you know, they didn't enjoy a lot of the quality person in Hollywood. That wasn't your feeling?
No, Hollywood treated me very well. It's just that, honestly, you know, I was 55. I'm 61 now. I was 55 then when I made the choice. And I didn't want to really become an aging actor looking for that next job. I don't know how much, you know, and I had good celebrity. I could have done some work. But I figured I had too much to give, that I could, you know, work with children and maybe get some kids started in the right ways, you know. But
most importantly, in the series, you and Judy were... Oh, did you ever get together? You know, come on, you didn't want to ask whether he and Judy really... Remember Judy there? Well,
she's beautiful. Well, I mean, if she and I didn't get together, there'd be something wrong with me. I mean, you know, and there's nothing wrong with me. Judy, she's a beautiful young lady. Look at that face. Beautiful. She was about 20. She was married, and I was married. So we really couldn't consummate any kind of relationship, because I think we were attracted to each other without a doubt. But we didn't do anything about it. We just didn't. We respected each other's, you know, spouses and where we were at. And though we had that crush, you know, it's just a crush. That happens, and, you know, we just didn't follow it through.
And did you ever land on Alpha Centauri?
No, thank God we didn't, because now they're going to make the movie. If we had landed, you know, where does the movie go? Now the movie's going to go up there, and they won't land either. Hopefully, so I can do the sequel. We must tell Australia that you can catch Mark and, of course, the robot here. There's some tour dates up there. Blast Off Movie Night, Bankstown Sports, the big convention, Collectibles Fair, Parramatta. I think it's going to be so much fun, and what a delight. All these years I grew up...
Warning, alien approaching.
Yeah, it's Jeff. Okay, but folks, watch this. Watch this. Do the warning, warning, warning. Alien approaching.
Warning, warning, alien approaching.
If I could do this to Jeff Harvey.
Oh, that's it. Look
at If I could just find Jeff's battery pack. I think it comes in a can of VB somehow.
It does.
But anyway, Mark, what a treat to meet you.
Well, thank you for having me.
So
It's been
much
great. I
being...
love Australia, and I love all the people. It's been great, and if they can come down and see me at one of those events, be terrific. I love to speak to them and, you know, sign pictures for them and all that, so it's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Goddard.
Thank
and, of
you
course,
very
the
much.
robot.